Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Justin, and in this video, I'm gonna be showing you how I use the Deity PR-2 to have redundant recording on my mixer recorder. Most people have the right idea when they start trying to up their audio game. They usually get something like this. This is a Rode wireless system, similar to the DJI mic system. The problem with these is that they don't sound very good. So if you're trying to up your audio game, odds are you shift it over to an external recorder, such as a Zoom F8N Pro or a MixPre Series recorder. The external audio recorder that I've been using is the Sound Devices MixPre 6. I absolutely love this device. Even though there's a lot to love about the MixPre series, something that I'm not too crazy about is that the recorders only have one SD card slot, meaning that you cannot put two SD cards and record simultaneously to each card. There is a backup feature, but it takes the final file after you stop recording and copies it over to a USB drive. It's not the same as recording to both cards at the same time. So to solve this issue of only having one SD card recording, I've paired the PR-2 with the Sound Devices MixPre 6. What I'm doing is that I'm taking the audio out from the MixPre and sending it over to the PR-2. The PR-2 is a perfect device to pair with the MixPre 6, and it makes it super easy. One of the main features that makes this so seamless is the way that the PR-2 has an internal timecode system that is very reliable. My current workflow looks like this. I'll turn on my MixPre, start generating timecode on the MixPre 6. From there, I'll take a technical sync timecode box and have it read the timecode coming out of the MixPre 6. After this initial timecode box has been synced to the timecode from the MixPre 6, I'll then get on the technical sync app and tell all my other timecode boxes to sync to this device. Then I'll do the same for the PR-2. And you could do this in two different ways. You could also plug in the PR-2 into the MixPre 6 to have it read the timecode. Or if you have a timecode box for jamming other devices, you can just take your technical sync and put it into the input of the PR-2 and have the PR-2 read the timecode. And after it's synced up, just remove the timecode. And now the PR-2 will hold that timecode for as long as the battery life lasts. The PR-2 is more than capable of holding that timecode without having any drift throughout the day. This is because of the crystal oscillator that's responsible for the timecode inside of the PR-2. Okay, sweet. So now that we have our PR-2 recording the audio coming out of the MixPre, what other options can we do with this incredible device? Well, not only can you record your left-right mix into this as one mono track, you can also take the PR-2 and put it into stereo mode and record your boom and your lavs on two different tracks. Now that I've explained how that setup works, let me show you other ways you can kind of use a similar setup. So with the initial setup, you're using a stereo cable to take the audio from the MixPre into the PR-2. Now, having the PR-2 in stereo mode, make sure that you go into your MixPre and you can actually set the left and the right out and tell them what channels to feed into the left and right of the stereo into the PR-2. So what that means is that now you can go into your MixPre settings and on your audio out, set the left channel to your boom, and then you can go and take all your lav mics and send them to the right channel. That way, your PR-2 is acting like it has ISOs or isolated channels. You can have your left track be your boom and your right track be your lav mics. That way you have a little bit of flexibility in case things go wrong on your MixPre. Now, you might be worried that the PR-2 is hogging your audio out on your MixPre series recorder. That could be a problem because sometimes on set, you need to send a wireless audio signal to the camera on set. This is known as a camera hop and is usually done with something like the Sennheiser G3, G4 series. This will basically take the audio coming out of the MixPre and wirelessly transmit it over to the on-set camera. Well, I've actually thought of this and thought of a way that you can have both the PR-2 and a camera hop active at the same time. The solution to this problem is using a Y-splitter cable. I really like this one from Sennheiser because it doesn't have any audio bleed. Whenever I'm in an event and I'm recording timecode and an external microphone into my camera, I have never had the timecode audio bleed into the scratch audio track, meaning that even though some cables claim to be splitter cables, the audio track coming into the right channel might end up on the left channel. And if you're recording timecode, that's not something you want to leak over into your scratch audio track. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of the channels on the splitter cable and we're gonna put it into the Sennheiser. And then on the other channel, we're gonna go ahead and plug the Deity PR-2 in. After you get this set up, go ahead and plug the stereo side into your MixPre. Then go into the settings and make sure that all of the channels on your recorder are sending to the audio out left and right. This basically means that we'll be sending mono sources to the Sennheiser G4 and to the Deity PR-2. This does do away with the Deity PR-2's ability to have ISO channels, because now it's receiving a mono mix, or every audio channel is now on one track. So there is no splitting left and right because you're sending that other signal over to the Sennheiser wireless. I still think that it's a very valuable thing to be able to do to back up your MixPre recording as it's happening and to have the camera hop. But me personally, if I'm doing videos like this, I'll just go ahead and use a stereo cable and send a left and right channel mix to the PR2 in stereo mode. That way I can have my boom on one audio track and my lavalier mics on another audio track. As a recording professional, we have all types of safeguards. We shoot with more than one camera. We have 2 SD card slots in our cameras, and I thought that I should do the same for my audio recording kit. It really did bother me not being able to dual record audio while doing a job. So even though the MixPre 6 series is a fantastic and capable recorder, just having that extra layer of security in the back of my mind really puts me at ease. Thanks to the Deity PR-2's incredible battery life and the way that most SD cards can get over 36 hours of recording time, you can always leave the Deity PR-2 recording the audio coming out of your MixPre, even though you might not be recording on the MixPre itself. This is because the MixPre will constantly be taking in that signal and transferring over on the stereo out into the PR-2. This is useful because then maybe if something happens while you're not actively recording on the MixPre, your PR-2 will be able to capture that, and if you need it later, you know you have it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and if you liked this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel. My name's Justin, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.